Welcome to the East End of London. Not very Vegas, but very real. Up front, in your face, lively. There's a game going down here tonight, a very special game of poker. It's private, very private, no room for muppets. Now we've seen these faces winning world championships, test matches and gold medals. But can they cope with real pressure when there's notes in front of them? And cards in their hands? This will sort out the men from the boys. Spontoolies on the table, I'm talking ladies, and one of them gets the lot. This is poker how it's meant to be played. This is the real deal.
Bringing their cash to the table tonight, the cricketers take to the crease, but will they be able to dodge the bouncers and read the googlies at the poker den? One will be out for a duck, another will take the long walk back to the pavilion victorious. They're padded up, so let's get the first man in.
The former Middlesex cricketer is hoping for a long innings tonight. Will he bail out with all the cash or will he fold out of the East End with empty sky rockets? In seat 6 is Jason Pooley. It's odds on this Zimbabwean batsman won't be out for a duck tonight. He won't want this game over too soon. He's got plenty of moves and spins to put on the others. In seat 5, it's Dion Ebrahim. This former test all-rounder is a bit of a card shark. Always calm under pressure. He's got more than enough fight in him to wipe the smiles off the other players' dials. In seat 4, it's the Spin Patel. A ledge on the field. This former England captain will be swapping breakers for bluffs and beamers for bullets. He looks too nice to nick your money, but the others shouldn't fall for that old chestnut. In seat 3, it's John Embers Emburey. This ex-cricketer's a bit of a face on the poker scene, and he knows a thing or two about playing tasty cards. There's no way he's going to let the others mug him. In seat 2, it's Ed the Swinger Giddins. This ice cream's at home in the jungle, so this rough old East End gaff ain't gonna scare him. He'll want to show the others he's a tiger on the table and not just a pussy cat. In seat 6, it's Bill, the cat Tuffnell. How's that for a lineup? They'll be smashing each other for 6 and notching up hundreds of pounds, but only one will be running out of the East End den with bones of dough.
So battle lines are drawn for the cricketers' heat of the Sports Star Challenge. Some experience around the table as well, particularly Ed Giddins and Min Patel, both real aficionados of this game. It'd be interesting to see, they're very close friends, how they play against each other as well as against these other 4 players. John Embry, the elder statesman of the group, former England captain of course, he, like the other 5, all start with £1,000. The winner takes all.
Pass.
£6 grand up for grabs, and Min has hit pocket queens first in and is going to get busy with that. Alongside me, another semi-pro, Tony Cascarino.
Well, opening hand, Min Patel picks up a nice pair of queens. What's going to be interesting in this heat is that they are big pals, but Min Patel is going to be the big blind for Ed Gibbons all the time. So expect a lot of fireworks between them two.
King Jack for Phil Tuffnell as well.
Go on. I think Phil's going to be one of them guys who's going to be involved in a lot of pots. I imagine him to be flamboyant like he is off the field.
Cool.
Yeah.
We'll take 10 power.
Top. Cool.
Suited connectors for Ed.
Patel, he's got 3 other callers alongside him.
Okay, ace 5, 2.
Jason Pooley would have had 2 pairs had he not thrown his ugly looking 5-2 away. No one's got an ace.
Check. Check.
Oh, check.
Ed Gibbons quickly checks behind.
Check. 100.
100.
Representing the ace there, Ed Patel.
Pass.
Yes.
Dion not interested.
Pass.
And Phil unsurprisingly passes, and for the first of many times, I would imagine it's Ed Giddins
Kings or
against
aces?
Min Patel.
Oh.
First hand goes Min's way with the queens.
Well, he could have been up against it, couldn't he? The ace on the flop. He showed a bravery, just sticking the bet in again to find out. And if everyone's there with a weak kick-up, they might not call.
Hey, that's your fucking... Oh.
5 minutes in the sim bin.
He needs Savage to put his gloves on.
Hey?
Dion, the young man in the group.
Another nice hand for Min Patel. Jack 10 of spades, suited connectors.
60.
Straight away,
60
coming out
total.
betting again.
King 5 suited for Dion.
Call.
Yes.
One
Follows
thing,
him in.
sorry there, Jim. One thing I was going to say is that Min Patel and Ed Giddins, who are both experienced players who have played a lot of poker, not only online but in many competitions,
Pass.
is when they come up against inexperienced players, they're liable to call when you expect other players to put their hands down.
Pass. Can you pass me that 20?
Sorry.
Thank you. Jack, Queen, 6.
Well, the spades are a delight for Min. So is the Jack. He's in a strong position now.
100.
100.
Ebrahim. Not much choice here. That was a nice flop
Pass.
for Ed. Okay, he's got second pair, but with a flush draw as well. Two
Two
hands, 2 wins.
Keep doing that. Improves day.
100% record for Min Patel so far.
You know a good one.
Early leader with £270 over those 2 hands at the expense of everyone except for Jason Pooley, who hasn't had to post a blind yet.
Had a monster
Yet
there.
to get involved.
Monster.
After the flop, had a monster.
A lot more serious, aren't they, the cricketers?
Ace king
We have
spades.
the athletes. They were
No, 10
bubbly
jackpots.
from the first to the last moment. A lot more reserved.
Nothing for Dion.
Pass.
Easy decision for him to make. Jason gets involved
Call.
for the first time.
Pass.
Pass. Pass.
And John will as
Call
well.
and any raise? No raise.
No raise there by John Embry. Ace Queen, nice hand. Min Patel gets to play his third hand consecutive.
Ace, I, 2.
John hits the ace. Probably will be able to close out the hand here.
Go 50.
50.
Min's hit middle pair.
Min will throw this in the dustbin.
Pass. Pass.
All right, decision there from Jason.
Okay.
You want a coach?
Used to be Phil Tuffnell's gaffer at one stage, John Embry.
Just try to tug it in.
You got
It's
you,
shaking.
you got to give Joycey throwdowns in the morning.
It's not him I'm worried about. It's Ed Smith.
Still involved with Middlesex, of course, John Embry.
Actually, Joyce is with the MCC.
Looking well, isn't he, John?
This tomorrow.
And
Oh,
then?
yeah, that, does that start
Yes.
tomorrow?
It starts on
I
Friday.
wish there'd
but
always
who
been a
knows
seam
tomorrow.
like there was on that ball.
Not.
Phil Tuffnell could have spun it at right angles using that. 3 test spinners among the 6 sitting at the table as well, with Min, who picked up a couple of England caps 10 years ago.
Call.
You've got to be careful now, Jim, in the modern world, talking about swingers.
Call.
Reverse swing.
Call.
What else is there?
Pass.
That's a completely different kind of party.
Call. And
Min
any
Patel
raise.
again picks up a pair of
No raise.
nines. Fours, nines.
And a pair of eights
8-8-5.
coming down, and Jason Pooley has hit trips with an ace kicker, which is a lovely hand for him now.
100.
100.
Min with an over pair.
Yeah, difficult. But Jason Pooley,
Pass.
see how experienced a player he is if he flat calls it. And he has.
Call.
It's a good call out. I'm sure he'll know he'll be in front with ace 8.
Pass. Pass.
Pair of fours went. Min Patel. The low card comes here. He might come out and bet again.
6.
Not what he wanted to see.
Well, it gives him another option. Gives him a 7, doesn't it? He's got the over pair.
100. Called.
Yeah, it's just a flat call from Jason.
That's where you want to have a little re-raise there, Jason.
6.
Oh, now he's an absolute monster. I think Min Patel will check. I think he's a worried man here. We had 4 callers in this hand. Some of them could have an 8.
Check.
Jason with a full house.
100.
Eight's full of sixes, and
See you, Jay.
he's
Call.
going to see him,
Any hands?
but no more than that. Shows the full house,
Pass.
and that's a nice stack for Jason Pooley. 700 in the pot, and he, for the first time, takes the cash lead. 1,360 against his name. John, the only one in profit, alongside him after just 4 hands. Played at a good rate, and we can already tell that there's going to be some very intriguing, high-standard poker in this heat.
Yeah. I think there's, even in the opening 5 hands, we've seen some
4 pair.
good
not
play
bad. Flop,
by all the 6 players. Was impressed there by
50s in
Jason
the
Pooley,
wrong.
just flat calling with the trip 8s.
Come back.
Didn't get too carried away and try and lose his player.
Pass.
Yeah. 60 to go.
Raise to 60 total.
Cool.
Call.
Min
Pass.
not so interested this time, and it's Dion's turn to pick up the pocket pair.
Call.
Well, we've had a few hands, nearly every one of them's a bit of something. We're getting a few callers for every hand that's coming out.
Seven, 4, 3.
It's a nice flop for a pair of 6s.
Dion and John
Check.
would like to see a 5. And that, of course, would lead to a split pot.
40.
A very small amount now.
Call.
Dion Embry's calling. I think Dion, if anything, will be tempted for a raise here.
Call.
Yes.
Doesn't want to give too many free cards. Got 3 over cards, ace, jack, king. Any of them come.
There's one of them. King comes down for John.
That's the trouble with just flat calling. When you've got a nice hand, you want to lose somebody. If he'd have made a raise, I think he'd have certainly would have lost John Embry. And now he's picked up the best hand, John.
Check.
Check. Check.
Right, so you've got a
100.
card. You come out betting with it. You hit what you wanted. That's what you paid for, John.
Very quiet.
Well, he's had the biggest win of anyone sitting around this table, Dion. $10 million. Zimbabwean dollars.
I was going to say.
30 quid.
I once paid 7 million Turkish lira
Call.
for a haircut.
Pass.
which was related to about $3 at the time. So how much was that? 10 million?
10 million Zimbabwean dollars.
And what does that relate to in pounds?
About 30 quid. By the way, that haircut you had, I think they charge you too much.
8.
No real help there for Dion.
Pocket pairs got steadily worse.
Okay. 100.
John's ahead.
Well, he'll definitely call.
Call.
Top pair.
Okay, gentlemen. Cards, players.
Pays £100 to have a look, and will be delighted with what he sees. Pair of kings, and that puts him as the new cash leader.
I know.
Just shows you, doesn't it? Worst hand after the flop. Gets his card.
I'm very patient. I tend to watch other players in the way that they play. I'll take a risk here and there. It may be very early. Try and pinch a few pots and whatever, but no, it's just very much take part and look to win. Looks like I'm the old boy of the table, so I've been around a few years and hopefully that works in my favour.
Lots more to come before this one's over. Don't run off anywhere. £6,000 is at stake, plus a whole lot of bragging rights too for the winner of this cricketers' heat.
Thought we needed a little bit of extra bowling, didn't we?
Half hour.
$40. Is it 40?
40.
40.
Yeah.
Still the cat first to call.
Cool.
Pass.
Ed hasn't had anything worth playing really so far.
40 call.
Cool. Cool.
Min on the other hand had some decent hands. Just a call with the pocket fours.
No, thank you.
Jason posted the big blind. Wanting to invest any more money in the pot at this stage.
No raise.
Come on, Maria.
King.
Min again.
Four. Jack.
He's hitting everything, Min, at the moment. He's picking up hands and then limps in with a pair of fours and gets trips. The man in the most danger is Dion
Jack.
with a big pair of kings.
And Jason
Jack.
and John have both got
Jack.
a pair of jacks. So he's
Jack.
going to have some company in here. Easy decision for Phil. Now, as soon as the money comes down,
40 bet.
who's going to come in with him? Phil will almost certainly fold, depending on how much action there is before it gets back around to him.
Certainly Dion will call. It's whether he raises.
Here's 40.
40 called.
Jason might raise.
Pass. Pass.
Threw away those sevens early on as well, didn't
Yeah.
he, Jason? He's quite conservative after the flop.
I'd say very conservative. But
Cool.
he's been
Okay.
right on both occasions, hasn't he?
Absolutely.
Three.
Now, John has two pairs. Still not the best hand, of course, because Min's got trips, 3 4s. But it just makes it more attractive
40
looking for
bet.
John. 40 from Min. Is John going to come over the from Dion? Sorry, is John going to come over the top? If he does, Min will dive in after him.
Raise it 100.
Unfortunate. John's
40
in a
and 60
very,
more.
Okay, 100 in total.
very difficult position because Min will re-raise. You will be worried in case any of them two are on a heart draw. He's in fantastic position. One jack's already gone, so John Embry's in a bit of a problem. You saw one folded.
Are you playing, Cat? Or you just sitting?
I'm fucking sitting again.
Min will definitely raise.
I'm going to come in a late surge.
Raise it.
Re-raise.
It's 200.
200 in total.
done well to get out of this one.
Yeah, you have, Jason.
Feel sorry for Dion here because he can't win the hand, and he's got the biggest pair. But he's walked into chips. Into trips.
Only here once, Dion.
Yeah.
And you've been raised and re-raised. I think this is when you really, experience will say.
It's as in dollars, just think of the pound.
Put the hand down. He's made a bet. John Embry raised and then gets a re-raise behind him. And the kings are no good.
160.
160.
Yeah, that's to call
Raise
that.
it. Oh, fuck it.
You want to raise it?
Yes.
No.
Okay, so it's 200 in total. You must make it a minimum of 4.
Yes.
Right, that's the 2. You've got to raise it a minimum of another 2. Okay, so you've got to make it 4 in total.
400.
Is that what you want to do?
Another 200.
Raise another 200. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
That's 1.
That's 10. I've got 2 10s then.
They'll all be eager to make sure that he's got the money to push over the line. This is looking really, really dangerous for Dion here.
Well, Min
so
could have actually think, could I possibly be on in this hand? There's someone else got tripped up. But you've got no option, Min. You're going to have to stick it all in.
It's looking a bit sick now,
Because he's going to get called from John Embry. I think you've just got to go with it.
Jack 8 not looking so good now.
Might tell you that there's definitely 2 pairs out there and they could have each other's cards.
Last hand.
Maybe kings and 3s, jacks and kings or whatever, but you're pretty sure you're in front. And if you're not, you're very unlucky. Passing it, John.
Pass.
Well, not many people would get away.
How much more you got, Dion?
Now he's in a scenario, Mint, can't lose the hand.
Oh.
Did you ask him how much more he's got? You can. How much you got left?
You just want to count.
you
You're
got?
supposed to know how much more you've got there.
I've got 330. 310.
Could be. Dion's last. And 11. Of course, king comes down.
You've been nicking all the blinds.
On the river.
I'll put them all in.
Right.
Full house for
putting it
Min.
all in.
Dion would think that he's
You call
got
for
a
whatever you
monster
have in
hand.
front of you. If you
3
wish to call
kings.
the bet.
Cool.
Okay, we've got an all in and a call.
Okay, on the back then.
Set of 4s.
Look at the size of the pot this stage. 1,800 quid.
Show your cards.
Shows the cards.
And he's got
It shows
pair
the
of
king.
kings.
Pair of kings.
No.
Dead, isn't it?
Drawing dead.
Yeah, drawing dead.
The right.
I know, mate.
Huh?
Drawing dead.
He's drawing dead, yeah, he can't win.
Min knows he's won the hand.
Yes, 3 kings and 2
Dion knows he's just made a huge error. How is that? 4 of a kind. First one we've seen in the whole tournament. Min Patel takes the money. Dion Ebrahim first to go.
I've gone for a few.
And he's gone after
We've got him
so
straight
play.
actually.
Bowled the googly by Min Patel. Who's been his stump ripped out of the ground. Well, it's been a good start for Min Patel because not only has he played well, but he's had good cards to go with it as well. Nice, aggressive early poker this tournament. Now 5-handed. Min has seen off Dion Ebrahim. And as a result of that, has got more than £1,000 lead already.
Pass.
Pass.
Pass. Pass.
Again, Ed throws his cards
Call.
away. John,
Erase.
Queen 5 suited. Min on the big blind.
8, 3, 5.
5's good for John.
Yep, second pair again.
Check.
Check.
Feeler bet is normally the way
60.
to play the hand. Find out where you are. Come out betting first.
Cool.
Call.
I wonder if Min remembered the last time when John checked and then he was betted again after the turn.
3.
Check.
Check. Both checked.
Well, Min's got a flush draw now.
8.
Didn't land it though.
Check.
He's got
Check.
a winning hand, 8s and 5s.
200.
200.
The only way Min can win the hand is bet him. Tough decision again for John. Good play by Min.
I'll have a look, Min.
Ooh, what a call this is by John Embry.
Yours, Annie.
Okay. We have 8s and 3s.
8s and 5s.
8s and 5s.
Nothing wrong with Min's play. He played it right. He couldn't win the hand. Only a bet could try and get John Embry off the hand.
Just about the first bluff we've seen. There hasn't been too many opportunities for moves as yet, but there's one from Min.
60, isn't it?
John Embry read it.
That's done.
Picked out the googly. It takes the money.
It's nice having that as king, but I think sometimes it's not much go with it. I know. Well,
Best yet, that's tough, isn't it?
oh dear.
Who's blast?
Ernie.
Oh, sorry, hold on.
No, you're right.
Sorry,
Michael.
Oh.
Can't keep me out now.
Surprised at that call. 10-6 suited
Pass.
with the position he's in.
It's a funny hand.
No. No raise.
It's not particularly nice. I'm not sure if I'd have called with it, but John feels like he's wants to play lots of hands. And this
10,
is right. It could be
2.
a problem.
Well, he's hit the 10, but Phil's hit the 10 as well. Phil with a better kick.
What's the minimum bet?
60.
60.
Pass.
Head passes. John's got top pair.
6 twirlies.
What's he put in, a 60?
Yeah.
60.
Can I go your 60 and 100?
Raised.
Yeah.
100 more. 160 total.
What have I got to put to add to that?
100.
I don't think you can hit Phil off a pot.
Call.
He's pretty happy with his his 10-9. That might slow him down a little bit.
There you go. 100.
100.
Cool.
Call.
He can still it. A 6, John Embry.
Instead, it's the 3 of clubs. Still in the driving seat because of the 9 kick-up.
All in.
All in.
Yeah.
Well, a brave man.
Not much.
If there's a 4 out for a straight, it could be an ace out. There's the overcards, there's the 3 clubs.
240.
He's winning it. Brave bet by Phil Tuffnell. Taking his time, John Embry. A lot of hands there that he could be beaten by it.
Including, of course, the one he's up
No
against.
rush yet. Not your money.
Keep going, mate. Big prize next year, isn't it? Next year.
30 seconds to go.
Quick before the blinds go, Ernie.
Is there time limit on it? Is there?
Sure.
What, time limit on his bet?
Yeah.
Is it?
I'll call you, Cat.
Call for 240.
Well,
It's either a lot of money or a fair Cat.
fingers burn, I'm afraid. Not so wise, Ernie.
Tens, oh, it might not be.
The 9
Yeah, no plays
is all
Did you give us
important.
240?
Pair of 10s, ace, of course, on the board as well, but the 9 for Phil. Didn't even realise he'd won it to start with. But that has transformed his prospects. It's
Yeah,
taken
you get
him back
90
above
seconds to act
1,000.
on a 30-minute clock.
Right, okay.
And then I'll count, yeah, 30 seconds.
Okay.
He's back.
Phil Tuffnell might have been slightly unorthodox, as is his way,
No, it was a bad
but he's back up to third.
Yes, he is, and he didn't realise the 10-9 kicker was the winning hand. And there we go, Min Patel still leading out front with 2,110. Dion Ebrahim bringing up the rear, 670 after a loose call.
My name's Phil Tuffnell, ex-England cricketer, used to play for Middlesex as well, King of the Jungle a few years ago, and nicknamed the Cat. I think I take a few risks. You know, I'm not too scared of losing a few quid. You know what I mean? So I think I'll be quite a risk taker. Sometimes it's, you know, you have to read a batsman a little bit, you know what I mean? Sometimes when you think he's going to come down a wicket or, you know, play a big shot or something, so, you know, you've got to have a little bit of a sixth sense, so hopefully I've got one of those and I can put that into practice.
Ooh, Min Patel, a nice pair of 9s.
Raise.
Raise is
Raise.
definite.
$120.
220 total.
Big bet.
Pass.
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 Well, Ed Giddins, King Queen, 2 overcards. He calls to 220.
Testing.
I was going to say he's going to have to go all the way. He hasn't got enough to get rid of Min Patel.
That's a 6.
He's going to have to get lucky. Now
120
draw him.
I've got to make it,
Yeah.
What's my minimum raise?
There's another 120.
That's not going to lose Min.
120 more, 240 total.
So that constitutes just about half of Ed's stack
Pass.
before this hand. 520 he had,
120 to call.
and Min with nearly 2,500. Well, it's not quite a no-brainer, but it's not far short of it.
Call.
Well, any low flop, and Min will just attack. Rightly so, the overpair. And that doesn't leave Ed. I think Ed needed 5 cards at this, because if he doesn't get it on the flop, and Min bets, he's got a tough decision. He's got to get it on the flop. And he's got it.
5, queen, 5.
Would you believe it? Pair of queens for Ed.
120.
120.
Thumbs off, please.
These two know each other's games so well. Been to Vegas together, played plenty of hands together, online, against each other.
What have we got?
He's actually unlucky there, Min. He had the overpair. Okay. I think with Ed just making it a bit small raise, 120 made it easy for him to call, but if he didn't hit.
We'll get on top now, another 160.
Yeah.
I'll make it 280, mate.
Raise to 280. All in.
Puts Ed all in.
Well done, mate. Nice hand.
Shows King Queen.
Healthy state as well with the King Queen. Pair of queens along with the pair of 5s, the community cards.
Or 2 diamonds.
He's Still got chances though, obviously. Another 9 comes down now, and Ed
He's on his feet.
might be not sitting down again.
It's no help.
Only a 9.
Yeah, doubles up.
2 of clubs keeps Ed Giddins alive. He's doubled up
Last hand
nicely.
at the level.
Up to
Well, it will be
1100.
5100.
Waiting for a big hand.
We're going to change
Okay,
our
but
dealer.
he got lucky with the queen that came down in the flop against Min's pocket 9s.
I play poker 7 days a week, to be honest. Just got back from America playing the World Poker Tour event out there, and yeah, it's an awesome game, and I'm totally hooked. Let's be honest, cricket, when you get a good one-day game, it can be exciting, but if you're in a 5-day game and you're fielding for 2 days, it can get pretty boring. And the secret to good tournament poker in your long events, the World Series is now, a week or 10 days long. You might only play one hand every 2 hours, something like that. And I think from fielding some days for 2 days and not doing very much, it's been a great breeding ground for me. I to sit at the table and get your mind thinking about other stuff, wait for your big hands and then play those hands. So that would stand me in good stead.
That hurt Min, but he can afford to get hurt really when he's got the sizable cash advantage he had. It's Dion Ebrahim that's struggling, and Ed back in the game.
She finished.
Good show.
She finished for the day. She's gone. In fact, a 1 day.
What did you put me on?
Survived an early hand for him.
Put your either
You
over
finish
pair,
it off
over
for
my
it.
pair or...
£100 out of the big blind.
This keeps swapping
Yeah,
off.
for that amount.
4th level. 30 hands into the tournament. John Ebrahim's 330. It's obviously only just about 2 rounds of betting.
And what was in the pot and what it was worth.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Go. 100k. Pass.
Yep.
100 called. Pass.
Jason wasn't interested. Phil with a much weaker hand.
4, one
calls.
option.
John tops up his small blind.
No raise. Nine, 10, ace. Position.
That's what I got.
Well, Phil's got up and down shot on a straight now.
Check.
Check.
100.
100 bet.
He goes with 100.
100 called.
Phil follows him in. John Ebrahim, difficult decision to make. He's got nothing, but hasn't got much in his stack. He's acted wisely.
Well, up and down for Phil. Called very, very quickly. Heart draw as well now for Min. So Min has got absolutely nothing. He has hit a pair of 5s.
Check.
100.
100 bet.
Still comes betting Phil.
Pass.
Min with a better hand throws it away, but
Don't mess about, does he, Phil?
no, not at all.
Come on, Ria.
His prospects have been transformed as a result of that. Phil, for the first time, the cash lead of 1750. £80 lead over Min Patel.
Well, he comes out betting. And if you check, give him an opportunity. That's why he's leading it with a cash out of 1,750.
He's got a bit back.
Patel won the most hands, 11.
Yeah.
About 1,500.
John's hopes in the dying embers now. 230 quid. He's got to put £100 down for this big blind.
Dead and buried.
Yeah, he's obliged to call, really, with anything. I don't think he can afford to let this go. Next blind, he's 50. So, really, no cash left to play.
Pass. Pass.
Pass.
Pass.
There's not a lot, Ed. About 130.
Is it?
Exactly.
About 180? No, 130.
180 without.
That's 230 altogether.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I'll make it 230.
Ed representing a hand.
Okay, you've got
John
got
putting
Johnson,
all in
6-5 diamonds.
and a call.
He's got a call. It's not bad play.
Oh,
He needs to get lucky. Can't afford to lose his
Ace, 6
big blind.
hearts. No, ace, check that too.
And then shows ace jack of hearts.
He's not that big of an underdog. He's only a 6-4 shot, Dion Ebrahim.
Not with us, isn't it? You'd rather have that than
Yeah, better than that.
7-2.
Jack.
Yeah.
It's not a lot different. Well, I know,
Gets a little up.
In Embers is...
Could have it 3, 4,
Massive.
7 or a 2, or a 6, or a 5.
4
sevens. 8.
3 5, 3 6.
Marginal favourite.
Running
Yeah,
diamonds.
that's what happens. It'll change
It's about
dramatically if it don't
50-50 a
come.
minute.
Oh, if that had been the 80 diamonds, that would have been an even
I'm
more
about
effort, John.
30% favourite.
Still got low house,
You're
John.
about 30%.
Going.
That though wasn't one of them.
Thanks very much,
And his
everyone.
first
Cat.
poker tournament comes to an end.
Men. Jace,
John
good luck.
Emburey is the second to go, but he lasted 34 hands.
Didn't have a lot to do with it.
Plenty to the table.
Just one big blind.
Leaves.
Are we moving or
for John Emburey.
Are we moving round?
Pair of threes.
What's going on? You've been on that. You've been on that. You've been on that tee again, haven't you?
4, 7, either 5 or a 6.
And Phil, I need you in the slot.
I don't know where I was.
Disappointing to have come out when I did, but I really enjoyed it. It was good fun. I was doing well at one stage, but all of a sudden lost about 2 or 3 hands where I sort of had iffy sort of cards which I went with and lost all of them, and then the pot went down, my pot went down, and then when the blinds went up, it's a little bit, you're under a little bit of pressure then, and you feel as if you've got to bet to try and get back into the game, and 1 or 2 of them, Ed came back, Tuffers came back, but unfortunately I didn't.
4 cricketers left. Phil Tuffnell leads the way. Patel in second, Jason Pooley third, and Giddins fourth.
Okay, it's 100.
A bit of 8-hour cream.
Bit of 8-hour cream, Elizabeth had 8-hour cream.
You know all about it?
Bit of work to do
John
for
Lloyd brought it into the jungle with her. Yeah, it did. That was a luxury item. What was yours?
Call.
A pillow.
Call.
Yeah, lovely, beautiful.
Fair enough, isn't it?
Me?
It's called for 100.
100, I've called your
No.
bet.
Pass. Pass. And option. No raise.
Passes King 9 suited.
Yeah, that's right. He loses.
Well, it's a big pass. Ken 9 of clubs from Ed Giddins. It's a very playable hand. It's up.
8, 5, 5.
No one's hit.
Oh. 100.
100 bet.
Jason's ace obviously still has him ahead.
Well, he's done this on a couple of occasions. He's not called the 100, he's just raised it. Both times he's won the hand.
Pass.
This time he passes.
Paying respect to men.
Shows a queen 3. Pass. Pass.
Cool, but it's funny.
Call.
Jason calls off the small blind.
Up 50.
100.
Up
Minimum.
100.
Yeah. Okay. The raise is 100. Okay, that's called.
Well, Jason had that a few times by Phil already. Oh dear,
Two
the
ace.
second pair.
King.
The ace for Phil.
Could be dangerous, this, Jason.
150.
150 bet.
Yeah, raise.
Cool.
Only call.
150 called.
It's a change.
Green.
Very difficult to read this situation because you've got the kings.
I'll check.
Check.
He knows.
200.
200
You can't check. Jason. Phil has got the best hand though. Will he put this down? Be a hell of a read. And great lay down if he did, Jason.
No.
Pass.
Well done. It was a good play.
Bullying. Bullying away, cat.
More canny play from the cat. £2,500 now for Phil Tuffnell. Jason Pooley back under 1,000. First time for a long time that he's been
not flopped it.
chasing.
Well, he mustn't keep checking to Phil because it's every time the same scenario. So
yeah, that's right, Queen 2.
You have to play a little bit differently. First to speak, Min. You're going to speak first. King 2 of diamonds.
Pass.
100. Is that what it is?
Yep, you're redeemed.
Oh, okay.
And charge. No
I
raise.
think Ed won't know where he is with it. With Phil just before him. All he can hope for is he hits a flop. Because Phil will come out betting. And he's hit one.
8-8, jack.
2 pairs now for Ed. Has he seen enough of what Phil's been doing?
100.
100 bet.
Variety being the spice of life. Phil goes in with 100.
It'll be interesting if a 10 comes.
Seven.
Oof, nearly.
Well, that's a good card for Ed.
It's a good card. Phil is relentless, so
100.
100
I'll
bet.
get called with an 100.
100 called.
Still got that 10. And we can hit a 7 now.
Oh!
Oh, Phil is bluffing and that now he's got to work this out. What have I got? 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah.
My bet.
Okay.
See if you put a bigger bet into it. Yeah.
$400.
Push under pressure, doesn't it? Ed.
Top pair for Ed. Just having a count up. 1,030 before the hand started.
Well,
does he put Phil on having that 9 that he needs?
Yeah, he's unlucky. Ed. Now he's hit a middle pin straight. And he really don't know. Phil's been doing all the betting in every hand. Where the hell am I? He only needs a 9, but would he have really played for a gut shot straight? That's what's confusing him. He knows if he calls, this is basically down to the bare bones in cash. He's capable of putting this down.
Pass.
And does so.
I think he'd have got 200 out of him. 250, he might have get called. 4 just made it a bit too difficult for Ed to call, knowing he would have been too short.
Good hand, and it's extended Phil's lead. Could have been a lot worse for Ed than it is. 730 was a very disciplined pass when he needed one, but Phil got more money than any other 2 players on the table put together.
Four players left. Who's got the edge out of this lot? Who are we going to be saying bye to next? Only one is running out of here with 6 grand. The others will duck out with nothing.
Former England bowler Dion Ebrahim has spun out of this game. We're four-handed, and with toughers getting involved in all sorts, this match is far from over.
2650.
Thanks.
The blinds are too quick now, 150, 70. Ed picks up anything like that. I'm surprised if he wouldn't just stick it all in. Four-handed, ace-eight's a decent hand. He can't think about what he wants to do. He knows that if he gets called, he's probably behind, he's past it.
Not the first time that he's passed ace something from that kind of position.
Well, it's a decent hand for certainly four-handed. You know, it's a lot stronger. And if you was at a table,
Pass.
10, 8.
80 to call.
You know, sometimes you can have, what hands can you wait for four-handed?
Call. Any raise?
You need to pick it all up, I think.
No raise.
Need a bit of gone all in.
Six, 7, 9.
Jason has hit the 7. He's also got the up and down straight draw, of course. A 5 or a 10 will pay.
150.
Up 150.
Okay, raised. 150 more. 3
He's
total.
certainly not going to get Jason off of this hand. Because the simple fact is he hasn't got enough money to put this down. I think it's about stick it all in. You've got it up and down, and you've got the second pair on the table, Jason. Yes, he can beat you. He can hit a jack and he can hit an 8. I don't think you can put this down. I certainly wouldn't. I'd already have me money in there. Re-raise. Can't be contemplating on passing this. You've got outs. If he did happen to have a big hand and he's still got outs.
Leading with a pair of 7s, 5 or a 10 gives him a straight. Another 7, of course, really consolidates his position as well.
I'm all in.
Well, he's done the right thing.
Another 150.
150 more.
No, he cannot
150
pass,
total.
Bill.
Have to do it. What have I got to put in?
150.
Turn them over.
Yep.
Okay, turn them over. Phil shows Jack 5. Jason shows 7, 8. Phil needs to catch an 8 or a Jack. It's no help for Phil. Well, there's only
one of the hurdles survived for Jason.
8.
Pair of 7s still looking good.
Still no help
Ends
for
up with
Phil.
2 pairs.
Jason dribbles up.
And Jason doubles his money, gets himself out of the spot of bother. It also means that Phil has lost the overall lead.
Well, mate.
2,050. Min Patel finds himself with the biggest wad of cash ahead of him. 2,120. Min's advantage is minimal, but Jason has pulled himself up from 600 odd pounds and is now
Up and down straight middle. Struggling.
Jason first to call, doesn't like that.
Oh, Phil Tuffnell has found an hand.
Cool.
And he called.
Yep.
Head on the small blind.
Any raise?
Disinterested.
No raise.
Min declines the opportunity to raise with 10-8 on the big blind.
4, 8.
Queen. Fills it top pair.
Check.
$200.
200.
Well, he's been bluffing so many times this tonight. Min would have seen this. And now he has to pick up an hand.
Cool.
Cool. Six.
$200.
200.
200.
Won't be thrown off the scent.
Called.
Yep.
Min will check. I'm sure he'll check.
200.
200.
Automatic.
So yeah. You got the coin cap? Yeah. That's yours then. Oh, nice hand.
We have pair of queens.
Phil's lead extended yet further. Very healthy advantage he has now. He's got twice as much cash just about as anybody else.
There you go.
Well, he's got to pick up an hand eventually, Phil, hasn't he? He's slow played and
150.
made a few bluffs at people. Then he had ace queen and got rewarded. Hit queen in the flop. Tuffnell out in the lead for £2,800.
Cat's doing this in.
Come on, cards, isn't it?
Yep.
Phil again.
Unbelievable.
I'll raise it. Oh, you can only raise what the blind is.
Yeah, you got to go double that, so
I'll raise it.
That's what you meant, that's fine.
Yeah. Sorry.
All in.
Well, they're forced to go all in because he's only got 410 quid left. And that is, well, disastrous for Ed, but Min with pocket kings. This could see some serious action.
410. All in. 410.
I think Min will re-raise.
Could be a big showdown between Min and Phil here.
Cool. So if you put another 220s in and give me 750s, that makes it 40.
Well, Ed could get treble money if it's an ace and they miss their trips or their pairs.
Yeah, that's good.
We really felt Min was going to come over the top of Phil Tuffnell. He knows Phil calls.
Okay, pass. And it's 110 if you wish to call.
So I'll call.
You've got to put 110
Call,
in, Kat.
110, so if you give me a 50 and 320s. Lovely. Okay, there is still betting on the side, gentlemen, so do keep your cards down.
Well, he won't realise it, Ed, but he's actually in a lot
Who's
better
side
position than
betting?
he could have been. He could have been up
Right,
against
okay.
ace queen and the overcards are 9, but he actually got a chance with an ace.
7.
Well, he's
4,
hit his 7.
5. It's up
So
to
he's got a
yourself.
pair, but obviously it's a lower pair than the
All in.
other two have. Min goes all in with his kings. against Phil's pair of 9s.
Well, Phil, what do you do?
Confused.
I think you've every right to be confused, Phil.
No.
Oh, good lay down, Phil.
Okay, gentlemen, cards, please.
Min shows pair of kings.
So Min shows
Ed shows
pair of
8-7.
Ed at the moment has a pair of 7s, but an
Catch a
ace.
7 or an ace.
Good win in the hand. Another 7, of course. We'll give him 3 of the kind.
Right, China.
What'd you?
2-9.
Did you? Great pass, Jim.
I think give it a check there, Min.
No, you can only catch
7 or an ace.
7 or an ace. It's still like 7 or an ace.
Same. Oui.
He's got it.
Unbelievable! Unbelievable. He's barely hit a 6 in his career. Ed Giddins hits a 7 just when he needs it on the river.
I'm not kidding, I did go
And
to
he
church.
doubles up, takes some Phil's money as well as transfers.
Did you swear them, sir?
Sorry, lucky boy.
My mother watches this programme.
Well,
sorry.
20 minutes in the sim,
King to John Embry. when he had ace jack, hit a jack. And again now, mixture of 7s against a pair of kings.
Well,
incredible. Hit the top there and he'd have been delighted with that Giddins.
I'll tell you what,
Into the pot.
Okay, 70 and 150.
I've been getting a little bit lively. Getting a bit lashed.
Massive hand for Ed Giddins, and it takes him up to 2nd.
Oh dear.
He should by rights, I suppose, have been taking the long walk.
Well, he was certainly a big underdog. And Min, who was
Raise.
in a very good position not so long ago, now finds himself bottom of the pile.
Unbelievable, isn't it, really?
300 total.
Me? Pass that.
Pass. It's 150 to call.
Christ, boy. Jesus Christ, boy. Sorry, I'm out.
Pass.
That was good, that was quite exciting, wasn't it? I thought it was quite exciting. Yeah, it's terrific. Yeah, it's terrific, Cat. Oh, sorry, mate. No, sorry, mate, but I thought it was just quite good. Sorry, mate. No, you're cool, man.
Ed Giddins has had some nervy moments, but finds himself second in the table at the moment.
Yeah.
Phil Tuffnell is still the cash leader with a substantial £1,150 advantage over Ed. Min, the only player under 1,000. As the blinds go up again, £200 now the big blind.
Pass.
Yeah, Phil showing again, he's prepared to call. Ooh, pair of 2s now. You cannot flat call this. Min has either got to move all in.
Go all in.
Yeah. Or you pass.
That's the 200, right? Raises. 1, 2. It's 600 more. The raise is 600 and it's all in.
Jason's got nothing to speak of.
No.
He'll bin his.
Who's bet? Your bet, Jace.
Me, innit?
Yeah.
Nothing to think about.
Pass. 600 more, Phil.
And it's so well to pass those 9s against Min's kings earlier. Is he going to pass this one as well?
I don't think Phil will call this, but he's capable and he's in good shape. I know he's losing, but he's in a lot better shape than he thinks he could be. Why is he counting all his money?
Can't raise it.
Phil's going to put this down, I'm pretty sure.
Sorry. Was it 400?
600 more.
600 more.
No, it's all in.
You can see
I
there.
don't have to put all in.
No, you got to put 600.
You can see how close
Just
he
the
is.
2.
He's only a very slight underdog. This would be a call. A real one-off call.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, sorry, yeah, go on.
1, 2,
3, 4, 5.
Well, it's a gamble from Min. And he did the right thing in going all in
Is that it?
with the
Right,
shortest stack of the lot.
Two
He's got
twos.
2 more.
Oh, Cat. Was that rubbish?
Phil
Queen
shows
5
Queen
against
5
a pair of
of hearts.
deuces.
He's actually in if 2 pair comes, he's got the kicker, Phil. Lots and lots of hands for him. It is a real coin flick. Min would be unlucky. I don't think anyone else around the table would have called it.
Is that rubbish?
It's a 50-50.
Yeah,
it's the same as
you've got hearts and he's got 2 overcards.
Yeah.
2 overcards.
Who's going to get the luck?
Floppy 7.
Oh!
You can win with 2 running hearts.
Why did you cheer on the bag?
You're a big underdog.
Just put some red.
Worst card.
Up and down, 5, 8 and a half.
You can 3 for 3 for a straight.
So many outs now, it's ridiculous.
9
Min's
outs.
still in good shape, but not nearly as good shape as he was.
Any card, a black face card, come on.
3,
Black
an 8, or a heart, and Min Patel walks out.
6-4.
Can you tell me if I win?
What a card that was.
I'd be lucky.
Full house for Mims.
Min stays alive, the full house, the 2s and 4s. But that was a nervy moment for
Couldn't
him.
have been any worse than that 6
A couple of times we've seen big hands sorted on the river. Not that one. Relief for Min. And Phil has seen his big advantage slip away. He and Min having been first and fourth going into the
100
joint lead.
Yeah,
sorry.
It was a loose call by Phil. Actually,
nice. Now we're getting moving.
Thank you. Your 2 fell, please.
Well, Cat, 200.
I can't play like that. I can't.
That 6 a heart. Oh.
Well, any of the other players realise they get a big hand, they can stick it in the field and he could call.
About
So they don't want to be trying to be clever with
I
it.
didn't get any of them.
No, maybe more.
Thankfully.
Oh, I could have seen you off there, Minnie.
Yeah. You're doing your best, weren't you, Shauna? Hey? You're doing your best.
Pass.
Not looking after the old union.
Hold on. Phil.
Sorry.
Hold on, hold on. She's
Sorry,
now. All right. Jason, it's up to you.
Not sure if I'd want to race into Phil.
Oh, I could have done with winning that one. Cool, I had
400.
so many outs as well. I had just so many outs. It had all been pre-planned, all them outs.
Been raised.
500 in total.
Cool. To do
Race
what?
is 300 to play.
To play?
Jason just raised you
£300?
£300.
No, I'm not playing £300. Fucking let me back in there, and oh, go on, son. I love you, bruv.
Right, so.
And you got away with that with 2-9 there, Jason.
I don't want me 700.
Limits my cat.
No.
What's 153?
153.
Jeez.
One for you, Phil.
One for me.
Pass.
Raise.
Raise.
$500.
10-9 for Jason, offsuit.
500 in total, the race is 300.
So a substantial raise.
Pass.
It's the right raise though. Big raise.
It's 300
Doesn't
more.
want to tempt anyone just
If you wish
calling
to
for an extra 150, 200.
Pass.
Pass, sorry.
Takes his money. And he was the leader for a long time, went down to 4th, and now finds himself as the cash leader again to £1,700. So tight between the 4 of them. Only 150 quid separating Min, Phil and Ed.
$4 isn't it?
It's a 4-day. It's a test match.
Grinding it.
We're in the back cave. We're in the back cave.
Done 60 overs into the...
We're back. We're back in the back cave.
I think the one thing we can guarantee is that this is going to be the longest of the heat so far, in hand 57.
Back in the back cave.
And still a long way to go.
Pass.
200.
You're making it to, it is 200 to call.
Oh, sorry.
So what have I done wrong then?
What do you want to do? Is that you just wanted to call, or did you want to raise?
I put 200 in, and it was 100, and the blind. So
No.
I've raised it 50, have I?
I'm lost, Phil.
No, you haven't raised it.
Confusing me.
It's not raised at the moment. 400 is a minimum raise.
I think
is it?
He said it was the bat
If
cave.
you want to raise
Phil, I
it,
could hear him
it's
saying it's the bat cave in here.
Okay.
Sounds like the Riddler to
Four
me.
in total.
Thank you. Sorry
He's
about
been
that.
doing plenty of robbing as well, hasn't he?
We've got it sorted out in the end.
No.
No doubt who the Joker is.
He's got. How's he come up with 50? How have you come up with the 50 there? You're going, it's 100 and the bond's 200, so I'll put in 50. Where do you think that from?
Probably ain't on, is it?
They're all watching the football.
Yeah, footballers. Is that you there? 2 sent off last 10 minutes. Passed them out the game.
Do you feel?
How much to play?
2 to play.
1, 2, and up 100, and up,
2.
and up 2.
Right. 4 in total.
4 in total.
Pass.
4 in total. Sorry about that.
Oh, now Min's got a hand against him here. Oh, no, Min's got a hand against him here.
That DVD.
About 40,000.
Did you really?
Something outside TK Maxx.
Cool.
Ace-8 suited. And he's just left it long enough, and then Jason, Jack Queen, might also get involved. And this could be a very significant hand indeed.
It's probably an hand he can call because he's got value out there. Jason for 200. There's already enough
Another
in
200.
there. 1,000, so he's 5 to 1 his money. If he gets lucky,
Pass.
he might have been tempted to call there. But everyone he's passed, he's been proven right.
Queen, Jack, 8.
Wasn't this time. He had the Queen and the Jack, Jason. There would have been 2 pairs. Min, as it is, has
Check.
a pair. Bottom pair.
Check, all checked.
Phil with a pair of 9s in a better position at the moment.
5.
And still.
$200.
200 bet.
He'll call Phil without a doubt.
Cool.
200 called.
Bit of trouble here, Min.
Nine.
Oh, and there's trip 9s.
Min first to act. Is it going to be another 200? Or worse?
200 bet.
This is a case of, I would be very nervous of that hand.
Going all in?
Not much to think about there.
Pass.
Not too much to think about there either.
It's a very, very dangerous attack on a flop like that with Queen Jack, 8-9, middle pin for a 10. Lots of overcards for Min.
Cat.
And a big lead again to Phil Tuffnell. Over the £3,000 mark now.
Okay, you're too sloppy.
Min, considering he won 11 hands out of about the first 17-18, just has hardly been able to win a hand recently. Phil has won 3 times as many as Ed, there or thereabouts, and has more than half the money.
The cat is a tiger on the poker table. He's been aggressive and fearless with his cash, and it's paid off. Someone's going to have to be brave or mad to take on this poker animal.
Pass.
All in.
Okay, all in.
700.
700 is all in. It's a raise of 500.
Smallest stack goes all in. That's a raise of 2.5 times the big blind.
And it's Jason.
What you got? 700.
7 in total.
Jason won't.
Pass.
What about Phil? 3-2 suited.
500 more to you, Phil.
No one else would play it, but will Phil play it? Surely not.
Well, it is one of the problems playing against someone like Phil. He's capable of doing anything. This is the worst, well, one of the worst hands you can possibly have, and he's considering calling.
I could see you off, couldn't I?
You could.
Maybe he wants to go home. He's had enough, Phil.
He's certainly had enough.
And we haven't even seen a flop yet, have we? So it's your 2 cards against my 2 cards.
You got to pay 500 a foot.
But I could nose him right off.
Or double me up, one or the other.
Or double you up. And it's 500 quid to do that.
He's got that look of a man who wants to call.
Yeah, he's talking himself into it all the time.
Last time he did this, he went call. I think he's going to go pass.
Sorry.
I think he's going to pass. Can't be considering, really. Phil, come on.
No, I can't do it. I should have done. Can we just play the hand anyway?
What'd you have, the cat?
What'd you have, cat? I should have had that.
You could have been easily ahead of me.
Well, no, I had a 2 and a 3.
You probably would have won it. No, I like Jack Queen.
Means up to 1,000.
I had a 2 or 3 of clubs.
Having taken those blinds. Jason now that's down.
Yeah.
850.
Yeah.
Tell your 100.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You had a real thing.
He hasn't got much play, Jason. So he's
Now
going
they
to
cost
have
you a
to
little bit.
take a leaf out of Min's book. He's going to make a play, stick it all in.
I should have just had it there. At least I could have gone and got myself a pork pie or something.
He's in the worst position, that's for sure, Jason.
Pass.
Having Phil straight after him.
Pass.
Cool.
Tuffnell,
Call.
King Jack. It's 7-10.
No raise. Ace 3, 6.
No one's hit.
To me. What's the minimum bet?
2 is the minimum.
2.
200.
Any consideration of anything else?
Pass.
He's been hoovering up the blinds very effectively, though, doing that. So that's 20 hands.
Well, he's been a little bit fortunate, Phil, because every time he's done it, no one's had an hand to come back over the top or even to just flat call him. They've had piles of rubbish.
Street call. Pass.
Jason this time had Queen 10 and passed it.
Call and any raise. No raise.
Min checks on the big blind.
King, Queen.
That is a flop, isn't it?
Check.
Ace, King, Queen of spades.
Oh my God.
Ahead with a flush draw because he's got the spade.
300.
I don't think he can conceivably even consider calling. He's got nothing, and even if a spade comes, he's not guaranteed in winning. He knows he can't call. Last time he counted his money, if I remember, he then passed the hand.
Like that.
Pass.
How Ed wishes that he'd not drawn that same.
300.
Exchange.
Real pressure on Jason Pooley now.
He's the big blind, so he's got 300 invested.
Come on.
And there's only 250 more to play.
Representing our sport with ambassadors.
So he has to play the hand. First of all, he's got to hope no one picks up a big hand.
It's 300 if you want to call.
Cool.
Call. Pass. Pass. Any raise?
Jason on the big blind.
Well, he's not as bad as you may think. It's not an ace-king hand against him, but okay, he's still a 6-4 shot.
4, 6.
Hit the 6.
Check.
Phil would definitely bet here if the roles were reversed. Got to, Jason, surely. Go all in.
All in.
You know he's going to see you, though.
250.
Well, he's got
250.
6 cards, hasn't he, Phil?
I think that's 250.
Take 50 back on it.
Okay, there you go. Turn them.
Yeah, your cards, please, gentlemen.
Phil shows ace king.
Pair of 6s.
Jason has a pair of 6.
For Jason. He's
Sixes.
in a better position. He desperately needs this.
It's no help for Phil.
Cody back again.
An ace or a king, and it's the end of Jason.
Lucky.
Go on.
Hold on, Joe.
Out comes
Jason
the 4.
doubles up.
And Jason
Well
Pooley
played,
doubles up. Wins on the big blind when you needed it.
Yeah, well, he's up against ace-king.
Raise it.
What's the dog on the hand, the jack-6?
Eh?
He's going nowhere.
You're right.
Said the short stack now, 650.
Yeah, dangerously short stack. In the small blind. So really, again, shows you how quickly fortunes can change. Problem is, flat calling with 300 is not really the thing you want to do.
150 to call.
300.
Sorry. Call.
Call.
It's got an honourable hand.
Pass. And
First to
any
speak,
raise?
6-3.
No raise.
Well, then you know what you're up against. Check, bet. That's what you're going to be up against. Or is it 2 pair?
king,
Oh no, 1 pair.
6.
1 pair, Phil. Check.
Check.
300.
300.
300.
300. Pass.
Is that the minimum that you can do now?
Yeah.
Half-9.
Yeah.
In July.
And still, there are 4 left in.
$9.
You get the impression that the tempo might be about to move up a gear. There could be some
There you go.
big hitting coming in now.
What he's going to do.
Oh, sorry. What's that? 2?
That's 2, love. Another.
3.
That's 3.
300.
Okay, calling the 3.
Min on the small blind. 10-6 suited. That'd be enough for him
Call
to
and any raise.
call as well. Jason won't think about a raise, I'm sure.
No raise. Six, Jack, King.
Min's hit his 6s. Bottom pair.
300.
300.
He's come out, bet him. Brave
Pass.
enough. Well, Phil hasn't got particularly a lot. But he could call.
300.
300.
And that's a call.
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 Min won't know where he is on this. 'Cause if he checks, he'll probably bet.
Jack. Check.
Every time.
300.
Min just doesn't know where he is. Because this guy comes out betting whatever.
He's in the box seat. And appreciably so as well. He's 4-1 on to win this hand from here with the 2 pairs, jacks and 6s, but
Pass.
who knows against Phil? I don't think you read it.
Well, a difficult problem. All you can do is assess what's happened before and know that he's bluffed so many times. You've got a 2 pair, call him, check the last card, and hopefully you might have enough to win.
Well, Phil's bludgeoning of the opposition has seen him amass £3,700.
There's been a lot of bluffs in that, hasn't there? An awful lot.
$500.
All in.
Ed forced to go all in, and he's gone all in with pocket aces.
500. Pass. Pass.
Phil Tuffnell's definitely calling.
And he's got a pair as well.
Call.
Yeah, cool.
That's it.
Sorry. Oh, okay.
Double check it.
Yeah.
What sort of shape I am, Phil?
What shape you in? Yeah, you're in fantastic shape.
Phil shows a pair of 6s. You're going to hit him for 6.
Oh, pair of burritos.
Nice. 6s for Phil and aces for Ed.
He's had some cards when he's needed them, Ed Giddins. I just wonder whether maybe this time it's going to come the other way around
5,
for him.
7, 10.
No help for Phil. The aces are still in front.
All right, don't see 4 or 8 or 6.
4.
Oh, now you need an 8 or a 3 for a
8,
straight.
3, 6.
3 or 6, Cat.
He's gave him a lot of outs, he really has.
He's forgot it.
Oh, and he's got it as well. Didn't even realise. The 3 of spades gives him a 7 straight, and Ed has gone out with pocket aces. Just found it one time too many to get lucky with the cards on the river.
Well, having 6s against aces, big favourite. Giddins, look at the flop. 5, 7, 10, nothing. Then runner up, 4, 3 is Phil Tuffnell straight.
You know, it's been weird. Last week I was in America and I had Daniel Negreanu there and Barry Greenstein there. And today I've just had Phil Tuffnell there, and I'll tell you what, Barry Greenstein and Negreanu is a lot easier to play against.
6-4.
Well, Phil Tuffnell seems to be unstoppable. You can't read this man. He'll call with anything, and he's just loving it. Most recently, he hit Ed Giddins, a regular on the poker scene, for 6. Can anyone stop the cat getting the cream?
Look at all the red on the pie chart. That's all Phil Tuffnell's cash.
You're winning your place.
That is 650.
Tomorrow.
Really, in any kind of position, both got to double up against Phil a couple of times. Just
You might get up to 20 grand, mightn't you?
Actually, yeah.
You might just.
Yeah. Who's blast? What's
Again,
the bet?
3-handed, nice hand,
call.
King 10.
Call.
Call. Pass and any raise.
No raise for Jason. That's why.
Jason could have been a bit of bother here. The 10 comes. Really could be behind.
7, Jack, 3.
Min threw away a jack, of course.
Yeah, but he's probably regretting that. He didn't have particularly 2 nice cards. Jack 4 of diamonds. He's coming out betting this time. Jason.
All in.
All in.
350 more.
For 350.
Gone all in and just hoping that he hits something.
See, this is an all-in, you know you're going to get called.
All in.
Flip them. I've got nothing, Cap.
Not a lot.
Phil shows King 10. And Jason shows 10-4.
Need a 4,
Jason
China.
needs to hit a 4.
6-1 against Jason.
He's got a 5 now.
4 or 5.
4 or a
That
5.
improves it.
More hope.
4 or 5 to stay alive.
I like it, Jason. Well played,
The 8
sir.
sees the
Good
end
lad.
of Jason Pooley.
Well played, boy.
Cheers, thanks.
It's been a spinner's wicket. Min Patel and Phil Tuffnell will go heads up.
What do we do now?
Phil
I've got this
with
position
a
last
massive
time,
advantage
I think
since Jason is the 4th to go.
I couldn't really get enough cash in there to really blow anyone away. So I hung in, but I didn't really quite get the cards later on. But I loved it. It was a good experience. Played against some good players, and hopefully, you know, I can go on from here.
Somehow, Phil Tuffnell has
sorry.
found himself in the most commanding position.
Okay,
5,450 quid to his name.
We're getting real close.
550 quid
Smell of
to Min
success.
Patel.
You got
The two
39
going
seconds
heads
left
up.
at this level. Best
Okay.
luck to
To
both of
head
you.
hand
you.
number 79.
Good luck, mate.
Cheers, and you, son.
Cut the old left arm. Yeah, funny that.
The wise, isn't it?
That's the comparison between the pair of them. Min stormed off at the start, but Phil has been reining them all in.
Well, I think 56% betting percentage. Phil has done an awful lot of
We're all
betting tonight.
in.
All in.
All in.
Has Min gone all in blind there?
No, he
How
looked
much
his
is that
cards
all
very
in?
quickly.
250 more.
Jack 4 of hearts, he's had enough, and he's in a fantastic
250.
position.
That's 330. You just
Tuffnell.
need to give me
If he
5
calls,
more
he's a Jack
50s.
6.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's it.
Okay, we've got an all in and
Only
a
got a
call.
jack.
I've
And
got
that's-
Jack.
Big chance of a split pot.
6.
That's 4.
So,
Might be a split.
how about this?
It might be a split.
Min's got a jack 4, yeah, you played before. And Phil has got a jack 6.
He's got a real big chance of a
Flop.
split pot.
Well, there's a jack.
Jack 3, 3.
Any card above a 6, please. Keep me alive.
Well, we don't come
Unless you want to hit a 4.
Who's winning now?
You are. 6 still plays, doesn't it?
Yeah, 5
6 still plays, a 5 can win it for Phil. And obviously,
Split.
split.
It's a split pot.
Split.
2 3s.
Got a card
two
high enough
jacks
when he
and
needed
a
it.
10. It's a split pot.
And the 10 of spades makes it a split pot, and Min Patel stays alive. For now, at least.
Cool.
A lot of old stress, wasn't it?
A lot of old stress.
That was the last hand at this level.
Okay.
You can go on it.
So what do we do now?
That's it. We'll just put your cards on there
Yeah,
and we'll
and then
flip them
flip.
over and...
And then we see who goes.
Yeah.
So Min Patel going all in blind.
That's a good start, Cap. And that's not so good.
Hand number 80.
Jack 3.
Let's have them over.
Jack 3.
Jack 3 for
Okay,
Min.
Min shows
King
Jack 3.
6 suited for Phil.
Phil is in front with King 6 of diamonds.
Yeah, Jack 3 or running hearts.
Well, he's got the favourite hand so far, Phil. There's not a lot to choose in it. Both got suits, hearts and diamonds.
Tell us what. Flop is 10. King.
Oh,
I
Ace.
said it's King.
You need a queen for a straight.
I'd certainly do a running hearts would be nice.
Yeah, queen is the card.
You got a
Running
Chance
heart.
any heart.
Any
queen.
heart for Min. A queen for Min.
It's all over.
It's the
Phil gets
king.
through to our final.
And he's ended up with 3 kings. Phil Tuffnell proves he is the king of spin.
Cheers,
Well, it was great to meet you.
Final
It was a great game.
£6,000
I enjoyed
payoff.
it.
Thank you.
Yeah. There you go.
You've got to admire the cat. No one plays poker quite like him, but it's paid off. Let's hear from him and our runner-up, Min Patel.
Tuffers was betting quite aggressively, but if you haven't got the hand, you can't really go with him because he couldn't have anything. So, and in the end, the blinds got to the point where people had to make moves, and that's what happened.
It was quite a long game, really. I mean, we was there for a good few hours, and you know, well, I'll tell you the hand. When me and Embers, I beat him on the
2 10s, and I had a 9, and then that was me done, and I was putting my coat on and walking home, and I won it instead of with a 9 or something, and that got me right back in it. It got me a little bit of cash, and I went from strength to strength.
Phil Tuffnell gets out of here with £6,000 and the chance of pocketing a part of our £35,000 prize pool when he meets our other sporting winners on the final table. The last seat there to be taken by a footballer, their heat up next week.